Now we're going to create the command box at the bottom of our, just switch this to 16 by 9. The command text box that's going to be at the bottom of the screen showing the command that is selected. The first thing I'm going to do actually, because if you recall from the previous video, we created the cursor status class that handled the cursor change. And I'm going to lay some groundwork here first. And I'm going to create another script. I'm going to call it cursor status consts, which will contain just a series of constants with the names and the number of the cursor statuses. So we'll start by deleting this, and then I'll delete these usings here because this is just going to be a class called cursor status consts, and I'm going to put the names here. And what were the order again? Oh, now we're walk, look, pick up, tokens. Walk, look, pick up, token use. Walk, look, pick up, token use. I'll delete those just for my horrible reference here. Okay. Great. Oh God, it's messing up with indentation. Okay, good. So public constant walk equals 0. Public constant look at equals 1. Public constant pick up equals 2. Talk equals 3. And finally use equals 4. Great. Now back into Unity, I'm going to create a canvas. UI canvas, and that's my command box canvas. I'm going to set it to scale with screen size, and I'm going to add to it a text. There it is. Let's position this text here at the bottom and let's make it as big as canvas and center it up. Let's put the game screen here so you have a look. I think it's okay. Maybe the font is a little bit too big. Now let's reduce the font a little bit, I guess. Too much? 30? Yeah, let's keep it 30. So by default it's going to be walk and it's a line. Okay, let's leave it like that for now. If we feel like we need to improve on that, we'll change it up later. Next, we'll create another script called command text controller. I'm gonna add it to my let's wait for it to compile. Add it to my command box canvas, and let's start to add it out. First things first, some variables. I need a text mesh. Actually, let's import using TN Pro. Text mesh pro UGUI, which is my command box text. Then I will need a variable for the camera, and if I am pointing towards a if I point it towards an item, I want to have that item name on the command box. So I'm going to do this. Then camera equals camera.main. And then we are on our update. What we're going to do is, first of all, now that we have a canvas, I want to check if, let me see a reference here. I want to check if I have my pointer over an event system game object. It's essentially a canvas game object, so I'm just going to return if my cursor is on my command box. I don't want to handle input. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a raycast from the point where my cursor is to my scene, and I want to check if I am hitting any items with my cursor. So if physics.raycast ray out my raycast hit. So if I'm hitting something, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check if I'm hitting a item. And if I do, I'm going to set the target item variable that I have here, which I should, so let's start it up with no. And if I'm hitting an item and this item is not the same as the one that I already have set, then I set it up. Target item equals my raycast hit.transform.game object. If I am hitting something that is not an item, then my target item equals no. And if I am not hitting anything at all, I also set the target item to no. Finally, once I did this raycast and I'm checking if I'm hitting something, then I will call a function. Let's define this function here. Let's set this public because perhaps I will set command box. I will call it from outside command box. I'm not sure yet. String text, string target name. Let's call it target, not target name, item name. Okay. So if target item is not no, we're going to call set command box text with target item, and I'm going to get the component item controller, which was the script that we've created previously. And here I gotta get my item information name. Otherwise, I'm just gonna call set command box text with an empty string. Now over here, first of all, I'm going to need to check my cursor status. So let's go back to our cursor status script, and we will need a reference to it over here. So I'm going to do a serialized field private cursor status, and we're going to set it in the editor. Next, we'll need to get some public access to my current status, current cursor status, get return cursor status, set current equals value. Okay, and going back here, so my cursor status, what the hell, where's my quotes? And now we're going to do here switch to cursor status dot current cursor status, and we're going to handle each one of the cases. Case cursor status const dot cursor status didn't show up yet. I've saved it. Let's just compile. Maybe it's not showing up here yet. Let's jump back into Unity. Wait for it to compile. Okay, back into Visual Studio. Let's see. Case cursor status consts dot walk break. Let's just do all of them. Look at, pick up, talk, and use. And let's do here a string s. And then we do over here s equals walk. And look at, that's going to be s equals look at, and if I'm looking at an item name, then pick up s equals pick up item name, talk to item name, and then finally use. And then I finally, after the switch, I set the command box text dot text to s. Let's bring here use on a solver. Okay, string s equals. Let's just set it empty for now. And compile. We go to our command box canvas. We need to set the command box text variable and the cursor status that is on the game controller. Okay, let's press play and see what happens. Okay, if I right click, I have walk, look at, pick up, talk to, use. So if I look at, oh, I have an error here. Object reference is not set to this, so line 54. Okay, so it looks like we are not, oh, we are hitting the target item. Let's look back at the, oh, we never set the item controller on the hammer, so I could have sworn I did. Maybe I did it while the game was running, perhaps. So let's set it again here. Script of objects hammer. Go. Let's press play. And there you go. Now it's working. So if I have my cursor on top of the hammer, my command box adjusts accordingly. Pick up hammer, talk to hammer, use hammer, walk, look at hammer. Of course, there's not a lot happening right now. If I just click on look at hammer, are just going to move to the position and nothing is happening, and we're going to work on that in future videos. But our command blocks have a first workable version, so that's good. In the next videos, we will work on actually interacting with the item.